We've had some tremendously positive announcements across Ottawa over the past number of months on ways that our government is going to support our young people, including funding the CHEO One Door for Care project, and just recently announcing infrastructure funding to support the construction of a new Boys and Girls Club house right here in the south end of Ottawa that's going to support a lot of our young people. You know, I was fortunate to go to school right down the road from where we are today at the Canadian Somali Family Centre. I went to school at Featherston Drive Public School, which had a tremendous Somalian population, and the mothers there were all so active in our school community, helping out at bake sales and potlucks and fundraisers, because they wanted to make sure that the school was a healthy learning environment for our kids, to make sure that all of us had the best opportunities possible. And so I'm so excited to hear more from Hala about the work that the Mothers Association is doing here. But it's my pleasure right now to welcome to the podium our new minister, who has just taken on the role at this ministry, MCCSS. And I can think of no one better than my colleague from Canada, Minister Mary Lee Fullerton. Minister Fullerton was a family physician here in Ottawa for a number of years, and she brings that passion for children's health that is going to drive her work at this ministry. And I know that there are many exciting announcements yet to come out of this ministry as our government continues to support our young people. So, Minister, we're delighted to have you here. Please come up to the podium and share some of the wonderful news on new initiatives that our government is working on.
Thank you, Jeremy, MPP Roberts, for his good work at MCCSS, and thank you to Hala for her good work as well. So good morning, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here today with the Canadian Somali Mothers Association to announce the recipients of the 2021 Youth Opportunities Fund grants. Each year, the Youth Opportunities Fund supports local, youth-led, and community-driven organizations across Ontario that help young people and their families to develop new skills, overcome barriers, and build stronger relationships in their communities. And I want to begin by offering my congratulations to all the organizations chosen this year. Our government knows that stronger communities can't be delivered top-down from Queen's Park. They can only be built from the bottom up. And that's why we are investing in communities at the grassroots level, allowing us to support the most innovative and exciting new ideas, especially those coming from our young people. This year, we are investing more than $13 million in funding to support 36 projects in communities across the province. These projects will be led by youth and local leaders focusing on issues that they are passionate about, like the Canadian Somali Mothers Association, who will be providing workshops, referrals, and networking opportunities to help Somali mothers here in Ottawa access essential services. Every one of the organizations selected has recognized a need in their community and taken action to create change. Here in Ottawa, Black Girl is supporting cultural connections for Black gender marginalized and queer youth. Anish Nabek Employment and Training Services will support Indigenous youth in Northwestern Ontario, helping them improve educational outcomes and make a successful transition to employment. We are also supporting a number of programs in the Greater Toronto Area. Elevate is helping Black youth in Toronto to build their careers through mentorship, workshops, and internships. The Canadian and African Women Aid Program is providing coding and programming training workshops to help young Black parents, guardians, and caregivers in Brampton access career opportunities in IT. And Chameleon Consciousness will provide workshops, mentorships, and seminars for Filipino and Filipino youth in Toronto, addressing racism and its impacts. These projects and all this year's successful grantees understand the unique needs and identities of the children, youth, and families in their neighborhoods. They are in the best position to build local connections and develop solutions that are tailored to the young people and families they serve. Congratulations once again to the 36 successful community organizations that we are honoring today. We can't wait to see what you accomplish. And thank you to the staff at Ontario Trillium Foundation for their work each year, organizing and administering the Youth Opportunities Fund. I look forward to working with all of you as we continue to build new supports for children and youth across the province. And I will now invite Hawa Mohammed from the Canadian Somali Mothers Association to share more about their important work. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for inviting me here today to represent the Canadian Somali Mothers Association. First, I would like to acknowledge Minister Fullerton and Mr. Roberts. It's great to meet you. The Canadian Somali Mothers Association has been working in Ottawa community since 2007. Our work focuses on families and the building of healthy community. We have been lucky to do this work at the grassroots level with dedicated volunteers for nearly 15 years. We would like to thank you also at Trillium Foundation for the funding, the first ever funding the Canadian Somali Mothers received, which will allow us to provide essential support to their families during this post-pandemic period. I also would like to thank, in this year, it's been so difficult for many communities. Those who were lacking before, social economy, was very hard during pandemic. Also, all Canadians, all Ontarians face that challenges, but those who were doing well before are better those who were just facing challenges before. So to compare those, so we are our communities, those who are facing challenges, social economy, lack of employment, and so on. Also, I would like to thank Mr. Crowd, our mentor, for his support of the good working Somali Center does it for the community. I know everyone has a busy schedule. I again thank you and appreciate for the opportunity and hope we continue to be partnered with us in the community support and development in the future. Thank you, Madam Fullerton. Thank you, Mr. Roberts. And thank you all.
Thank you, Hawa.
Perfect. So
congratulations.
We'll now go to the media line for questions. So we'll do one question and one follow-up. So operator, if we can have the first question, please.
First question from Sneh Dougal at Queen's Park Briefing. Please go ahead.
Hi, good morning, Minister. Thanks for taking our question.
Good morning.
I actually wanted to ask you about the autism program. The last that we heard was that 600 children had been invited to participate in the launch of core services. I'm wondering, have any of those children actually started therapy? And your predecessor had said that the goal was to have 8,000 youth in core services by the end of the year. So when exactly will more children be brought into this program and core services?
Yeah, thanks, Sneh. This is obviously a very, very important area, and I appreciate the good work done by Minister Smith and the partnerships that he has really strengthened during this whole process of consultation and understanding how we will implement this program. So I'm very, very grateful, and I look forward to being able to continue the progress and the good work being made on this. And I just want to mention how important it is for children to be able to receive the supports. And sometimes it's different supports that they need. And so this is really a flexible program that will allow for that. And our government has doubled the funding for this. And so as we roll out the program, you'll be hearing more about it in the near future. And I look forward to continuing the good work of Minister Smith. Thank you.
Next, follow-up question.
Okay, thank you, Minister. And I'm not sure if I heard a clear timeline of when we can expect more children to be brought into the program. So if you're able to address that. And also the government had issued a call for applications at the end of last year for an independent intake organization to oversee key components of the program. And the government had said that it would start operating this summer. I'm wondering, has an organization been selected? And if so, which one? And if not, what's the holdup?
Well, our plan is to really get rolling on this as quickly as possible, understanding that the foundational work needed to be done. Listening to the families, listening to the providers of the services, and understanding how we could make it better for the children, for the families, and for everyone involved. And that's what Minister Smith has done. He has listened very well, and I've been able to get out and meet with some of our partners. I'm looking forward to meeting with more. I'm looking forward to getting this going as soon as possible. And again, I really appreciate the good work that's been done on this by everyone, including the implementation table. So we're moving as quickly as possible on this, and I appreciate your interest. Thank you.
And we'll go to the next question.
Next question from Colin DeMello at CTV News. Please go ahead.
Hi, good morning, Minister. I just wanted to follow up on Sinead's questions, and I don't think you quite answered her questions when it comes down to the numbers. So we're really looking for an update on the number of children who have been enrolled in the new core clinical services program out of the 600 who were first invited. And out of the 8,000 children who the government projected would be in the program by the end of this calendar year, how many children have been enrolled in the core clinical services program?
Well, as I said, you know, as a new minister coming in, I'm being briefed, I'm being brought up to date on all these areas of major significance, and the autism file is obviously a prominent one. And so as we move forward, rolling out the plans that have been arranged, and a great deal of effort has gone into this, I will look forward to giving you more information on that as we progress. But the timing is important of this. We know that people have been waiting a long time for this, and I think it's important to acknowledge we really did have to listen to the sector. We had to listen to families and listen to children, and I look forward to being able to update you on that as soon as we can do that accurately. Thank you.
So you had said a moment ago that you are looking forward to getting rolling on this as soon as possible, that the foundation had to be laid. So are we to take from that so far no children have been enrolled in the core clinical services program? And how do you intend to get the 8,000 in there by the end of the year, seeing as we're already halfway through the year?
Well, as I said, you know, this is something that, again, we're getting brought up to speed on this as a new minister and understanding all the foundational work that's been done. So the intention is to get rolling as quickly as possible. And I would have to really update you later in terms of where we are in terms of numbers. At this point, I don't believe that the enrollment has started. And I can get my team to give you the accurate information in terms of numbers as we progress. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.